Knowledgeable, committed, and passionate are just some of the few words used to describe her. Her motto is, "My integrity is all I have." And with over 23 years experience, she has dominated the real estate industry. She's a member and a director of the Realtors Association of Jamaica. She's a Justice of the Peace for St. Andrew and the President-elect for the Rotary Club of Kingston East and Port Royal. Welcome, Joan Latty.
Thank you so much, Michelle, for having me.
So, Joan, who is Joan Latty Sterling?
Joan Latty Sterling is a country girl. I'm from Kellyton, Clarendon. I grew up with my maternal grandparents, so I had a very firm upbringing. Then I came to Kingston at a tender age, and I attended Durham College. After leaving Durham College, I got a job to work at the then GSB Credit Union. I spent 5 years at the credit union. Then I moved to the Sugar Research Institute, where I spent another 5 years. During that time, I conceived my one and only child, Chad Nelson. Chad is also director of this company, and he's doing pretty good. After that, I went to the Victor Mutual group of companies. I worked at VM for a long while. I became the acting general manager. In 2015 though, I left VM and started my own real estate company.
So what would you say your journey is like into the real estate industry?
My journey has been exciting. I started my own company in 2016, and I started because my husband thought that I really have all the qualities to becoming a great real estate broker. So he pushed me, and I started. I was a bit timid, to say the least, and so therefore my husband guaranteed me 1 year's salary. But of course I didn't need a year for my first month. I did very well, so I really didn't need a year's salary.
How would you describe your first deal?
My first deal was exciting. That business came through a director from the company I worked, and I made sure it happened. So we met, we discussed exactly what he needed. I went out and I found the properties that I thought would suit him. And we went, we viewed, he liked, he offered, and he purchased. So today he's one of my best clients and one of my best supporters.
What would you like persons to think of when they hear of JoanLatty Realty? What would you like persons
So when you hear of JoanLatty Realty, you think efficient service, you think on time, you think kindness, you think compassion. That's what we have. The company is very warm, we're friendly, and we know exactly what it is that we're doing. So you want real estate, JoanLatty Realty is the place to go.
Are you able to tell us some of the challenges that you encountered when you started your business?
Some of the challenges, I think, is the fact that you have to co-broker with some realtors, and it's difficult. Some realtors do not wish to share their listings, and that can be very challenging. So I think that is, my greatest challenge when I started. As the business grows and as time passes, it becomes easier because people get to know you, get to know your brand. People want to do business with you. And as I mentioned earlier, because we are on time, we wait on our clients, people like that.
What would you say are some of your biggest achievements thus far?
But my biggest achievement since I've started this journey though is the fact that I was able to buy this building. A number of companies would have started their business would have closed in 5 years. So 5 years, I think, is actually a measuring stick,
Yes.
you know, to know if you're going to become successful. And I bought this building, and, you know, so far so good. I've been doing very well. Most of my businesses, though, comes from my network. People who I had known, people in Rotary, people at my former employment, and referrals. I get a lot of referrals. So they say in business that advertising is word of mouth is the best way to advertise your business. And I think so far I've been doing that.
But with all that achievements, though, would you change your career path?
Would I change my career path? I don't think I would change that. No. If I were looking to change, I would probably want it to become a model. I really wanted to become a model. As a matter of fact, when I checked with the Pulse Modeling Agency, the gentleman told me I was too thick. I really, really wanted to be a model. I was influenced by Althea Leng. She was an older person when she got into modeling, and I really wanted to have become the next Jamaica model.
Interesting. How would you describe the real estate industry, though?
Presently, I think that it is now a balanced market. Some people would say it's buyers and some people would say it's sellers, but I think based on where I sit, I think it's a balanced market.
How do you stay motivated? How do you get up? How is it that? What do you tell yourself?
Okay, so what keeps me motivated is my clients. I have to get up, get out, and serve my clients. For my clients who have properties to sell, I have to ensure that I can go to that property, that I can take those pictures, that I can write the verbiage, that I can write the directions, and I come into office and I need to market that property so that I can sell the property efficiently for my client. For those persons who want to buy, I have to ensure that sometimes they don't have the money, but they have the will to purchase. How do I help them to achieve that particular goal? So I'd have to speak to them about the benefits that the National Housing Trust offer, and I can get those clients pre-qualified. So every day when I get up, I come to work knowing that I'm going to touch the life of someone, either somebody who wants to sell for whatever reason, because people sell for different reasons.
Right.
People have a death, people are ill, people are separated, and so people have a need to sell. People have a need to downsize, moving from a bigger unit to a smaller unit, and those people who want to buy. So I have to get up and I have to do it.
You have
so
to make
that's
it work.
what keeps me motivated. Yes, I have to make it work. When you come to JoanLatty Realty, it's a company that's full with compassion. We're warm, we're caring, and we understand exactly what it is that our clients want. Now, when we understand exactly what you want, we ensure that we provide those needs.
Right, because if you don't listen, then you won't know what your clients
Absolutely
want.
correct. Absolutely correct.
What's your relationship like with your clients?
The relationship is great. It's trustworthy. People understand us. We understand our clients. We understand the importance of time, and so therefore, when we make appointments, we are on time. So I think the relationship is good, and because it is good, we have a lot of our clients who give us repeat business and they give us referrals. So again, referrals is just the way to go. Word of mouth, let me just say it again, it's the best way to advertise one's business.
What are the steps in buying a property?
The steps in buying real estate is that it first of all starts with a dream. You have to think about where you want to live, the type of property you want to own, and your price point. But I wouldn't suggest that you do that for yourself. I would suggest that you go to a real estate broker. Those persons have the knowledge and wherewithal to guide you into purchasing your property. Your deposit is important, that you must have your deposit, and then you get pre-qualified. And those processes your real estate broker will guide you through. There are some costs that you'd have to manage as well, and it's important that you get an attorney who will look at the clauses that are contained in a sale agreement, just to ensure that you are understanding exactly what you're buying into. Particularly if you're buying into a strata,
Right.
there are certain laws that govern strata. So I would suggest again that that service be provided to you by a real estate broker.
So can anyone buy a property?
Of course, anyone can buy a property as long as you have your deposit and you're qualified for a loan. Absolutely, you can buy a property.
Having accomplished 5 years thus far, that's a major achievement for any business owner. Where do you see your company in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, I'm hoping that we will get more business, that we'll add a few more services to the services we have now. For instance, we want to go fully into property management and auctioneering, and if we can get a valuer. So we really want to come in the next 5 years offering a full suite of real estate services. I see the company growing from strength to strength. I see us improving this building, and I see us getting just more agents. So I'm expecting that we will grow tremendously in the next 5 years.
Any advice that you would give to someone who's thinking of owning a business but they don't know what to do or how to get started?
Sure. Again, I would say stick to your dream, work your plan. It's easier now because you can actually work from home, so you don't have to buy a building or rent some space. So if you want to start your own business, you can actually start from home, so you don't have to encounter the overheads. But if you think you want to have your own business, then I would suggest that you go with your dream. Go absolutely with your dream.
Head on. Joanie, thank you so much for taking the time out to talk with us and tell us about your journey.
Thank you so much, Michelle, and I wish you all the very best in your business as well.
Thank you.
Got it, coconut.